Hello, this is Greg Fanbook of Greg's Mind, and as you know, I get prompts through my dreams, and sometimes I get prompts for things that are already out there, such as Harry Potter being one of them. Now, I grew up reading the Harry Potter books. Um, Looking back on them, it's not that good of a read, but I also watched the movies as well. The Harry Potter movies fit into a category that, for me, that like I only need to watch them once, and I don't really feel the need to watch them again. It's the same with like I don't know what was it? Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is another one. Same with Star Wars. Like all those movies are like I watched them once. I know what it is. I do not need to watch them again, and I never feel the need to watch them again. So this brings us to the Harry Potter prompt, which I got this morning through a dream. Um, so since it's a movie, it all extrapolate from what I saw in the dream to fit a movie length. So the basic idea, it's not gonna follow Harry. It's gonna be following a guy named Oliver. I don't like he can be named whatever he wants, but the backstory as well is why the story should be told. So his backstory is Oliver is born to Muggle parents. So the both parents do not have any sort of magic, but Oliver does. And so in Oliver's childhood, it's probably around the time like Voldemort is around. Um, there is a like attack in his village or wherever he's at, uh, and his parents get caught up in that, and they're Muggles. So his dad dies, but his mom lives, and his mom is like severely wounded and hurt, but because of the what do you call it, like the backlash against Muggles and whatnot, uh, the wizarding community does not want to help the mother because she's a Muggle, and so they Oliver tries to take his mom to a normal human hospital, and while they do fix it, fix whatever her ailment is, she does have long-term effects from the magic, and so she does eventually die from the wound. And so Oliver like sees all this, and then he goes to school for wizards. I don't know which one. I don't know what continent he's on. I kind of want him to be an American, but it's fine if he's British. It doesn't matter. Maybe he does go to Hogwarts. But Oliver, after his schooling, decides to not pursue magic anymore and decides to like go and do science and stuff. Now, it's during like his science years that he actually learns, like he figures out like how to explain magic with science, and this would involve like quantum mechanics or something. But in the meantime, he also ends up inadvertently like causing a incident where a like probably like at he becomes like a professor at school, and his students end up seeing him do magic, and like they're not supposed to. So but during this, like, he gets caught up in that, and like he realized like there is a very huge difference between like what muggles can do and are capable of and what the wizarding world can do, because in his mind he sees the wizarding world as so much more powerful than the human and muggles. So because of this incident, like his students had to like have their mind wiped or whatever to forget about the magic. Uh, he decides to basically bring together the Muggle world and the magical world, and in doing so, like he knew about Harry Potter, so like the actual character, and like at some point they did become like friends. Like later on in life, they're not like great friends, but they know each other. They respect each other, and so through Oliver's ability with science and understanding magic so well, he is able to like enhance the magic that he uses. So he's that much more powerful, and he ends up basically stealing Harry's wand because that is a very powerful wand, and he also tricks the wand into believing that he is Harry when he isn't. And so later on in like the future story, I guess, what we see going on is that Oliver is trying to uh, basically is attacking different like big um, magical places like the Ministry of Magic that we know about, and in a sense destroy them, but also like take down the barrier between magic and the Muggle world, so that like it eventually gets so much so in the story that both of them like there is no barrier anymore, and the military gets involved because like near the end of the story, let's say Oliver decides to like take hostage. Like during this whole time, like Oliver is always seen as like a good person, but just very skewed ideas on like what to do, and he basically takes on merging the Wizarding World and the Muggle World to because he believes there's benefit in them combining, because like he still is affected by his parents' death that was caused by magic. But even though it was caused by magic, magic didn't help them, like fix them, because they were both muggles. So basically, like at the end of the thing, like we have a subplot of Harry trying to get his wand back from this guy, but also like he is completely understanding of why Oliver is doing this. And what ends up happening, so like Oliver ends up like taking the president hostage or something, and like after talking with him, he drops the issue because like what he wanted to happen was, which was get the Wizarding World and the Muggle World to unite, has happened. But as soon as he like drops his guard and like lets the president go, the military like shoots a tank cannon at him and he dies. But like I don't know how to, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. That would be his story, what happens, and a good way to like combine the Wizarding World and the Muggle World together, and it would be like in modern day maybe. So I never understood what like time period or time frame the Harry Potter took place in. It I think it was early 90s, because I don't know, but now they're like in their 40s and 50s, so Harry is like 40 and 50, Oliver is also 40, 50, but through this they also find Oliver's like manifesto, like how he understands magic with science, and they are able to, in a sense, create more powerful spells because now they have a better understanding of magic through the science that he figured out. And I understand this is like such a drastic change to the Harry Potter world that like it would be a big step to do it. But I do like the story a lot. I thought about it basically 2 hours as I went back and forth to my dad's place for Christmas. But if you like the idea, like, share, subscribe, and I don't know, someone might see this, and I can help make it real. Because again, I'm a story developer. I develop these things in like quickly. Like, give me an hour or two, and I have an idea already. If I have a prompt, I can do it quickly. Uh, but that's about it. So that is the story of Oliver in Harry Potter movie if it becomes a thing. But other than that, have a good day and goodbye.